Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9, and today we are going to do the presentation for the Sustainable Development Goals 3, which is good health and well being and its relationship with materials and construction. Hi, my name is Ahmad Malik, and I will start the presentation now. So, in this modern era, there is a plan to build a green building while meeting the Sustainable Development Goals for the future. As you see, these are the posters regarding green buildings, houses, and offices. So, the World Green Building Council is delighted to support the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So, first of all, what is actually SDG? So SDG, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by United Nations in 2015 as universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and to ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So there are actually 17 goals that set forth by the UN as of now. And in this presentation, we are going to highlight SDG 3, which are good health and well-being, and relate it with materials and construction. As you can see here, SDG 3 has been a part of green building plan over the years. So first of all, what is actually SDG 3? Sustainable Development Goals 3 is regarding good health and well-being, and this SDG will focus to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. These also include in the health, safety, and well-being of one life. So the target of SDG 3 covers and focuses on various aspects of healthy life and healthy lifestyle or even safety precaution in any cases. So as you can see here, these are some of the example of the SDG 3 targets, and some of it are reduce maternal mortality, fight communicable disease, and reduce road injuries and death. So in other words, SDG 3 covers not only about the health, but also the safety and well-being of the people as a whole. So that's all for me. I will pass the presentation to Brother Azrin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azrin bin Saleh, metric number 2015157. So here I will share what's the importance of sustainable of development number 3, which is good health and well-being. So the first one is build healthy society and improve productivity. What does this mean by that? A healthy person is a person who is able to serve himself, his nation, and the community. When someone is in a good condition, their performance will also be great because they can focus on their job. Unlike an unhealthy person who suffer from illness, they are unable to properly carry out the duties and responsibilities that given to them. Society will affected by the presence of the disease among its members as the productivity of these patients weakens and they become dependent on society. But as for the presence of healthy person in society, they can contribute to a good productivity. So the second one is to control the chronic and the dangerous disease. As the world and technology evolve, there are many new types of disease were created. Every year, there is always people deaths because of contagious disease. In example, currently the world will face the virus COVID-19. So the importance of a good health and well-being is to prevent and control it by making a vaccine, following the standard operating procedure, and spread the awareness by provide an education among the society. So by 2030, we can make sure the whole world can free from communicable diseases such as AIDS, malaria, virus COVID-19, and many more. Like a quote said, prevent is better than cure. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So I will cover about the issues that is related to the Sustainable Development Goals number 3. Under this SDG, there are 9 sub-points. The most related to the civil engineering material is sub-point number 3.6. It says that half number deaths, injuries, traffic accident, and nowadays there are too many cases of road accident involving construction work. Road construction work is included in the civil engineering, and of course it has to do with the materials used to carry out the construction. Material used in construction is the root of causes of road accidents. If the material used are not in good quality, it will cause discomfort to the road users, and in the short term, the road will be damaged like potholes. This is due to the fact that the material used is not durable. So this is the pictures I shared in this slide. This is the examples of damage that occur to the road. And if the hole is not repaired, it will become wider and dangerous to the users. Many cases of accidents occur due to potholes in the road. This thing actually stems from the material used to make the road.
So our issue is regarding the bad road condition. So how to overcome the bad road condition? Firstly, we need to know the bad conditions of road is related to defects of pavement. Defects of pavement like surface deformation and surface cracking should be minimized to reduce any casualties on traffic. Fits our type of SDG, which is SDG 3, and we choose point 3.6, which state that we need to reduce any casualties on traffic by half. And to prevent the surface cracking, firstly, we need to know what is the cause of surface cracking, which is overloading of vehicles. So to prevent this, engineers need to set up the pavement strength based on frequency and type of vehicle that will use the pavement. With that, we can choose we can gain the optimum strength which can prevent the surface cracking. Here I attach two photos of surface cracking as reference. Secondly, we need to prevent surface deformation. Surface deformation of pavement happen because of less binder and incorrect aggregate grading. So to overcome this, the surface deformation, we need to mix aggregate in correct aggregate grading. Secondly, we need to use optimum value for binder. With this, we can prevent surface deformation, and we can successfully reach our SDG, which is to reduce any death on traffic by half.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Nur Atirah binti Ahmad Elias Ahmad Alwi with metric number 1918354, and I will continue the presentation from Brother Izwan Hakimi on how do we relate it with choosing our material. The first point is to minimize the depletion of the Earth's resources. Paving companies have developed technologies to reuse and recycle asphalt and concrete material. One system allows the equipment to stripe and rework existing pavement before reapplying it to the same roadbed. As a partial solution to the water drainage issue, roadway engineers are developing and testing porous concrete and asphalt that allow water to drain through the material into the ground below. The initial challenge with this technology was making the porous material sufficiently durable for mass roadway consumption, but this has been accomplished by recent innovation. And the last point is, as for reducing atmosphere damaging, high volt striping and marking paint by stripe produce a high quality bio-based paint for striping roadway and parking lots. Produced from renewable soybean oil by stripe provide a sustainable line striping solution while minimizing environmental impact. That's all from me, and I will pass to the last presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Abdul Hakim bin Azman. So now I will speak about how to adhere SDG 3 as an IIUM student. Firstly, we need to get organized in the workplace and dispose of rubbish. So to be a happy person, we need to have a clean workplace because clean environment can allow our thoughts to be more apparent and positive, and in general will provide comfortable place for us to study and rest. Next, socialize. um, study Study has proved that people that lack of communication and always isolate themselves tend to have health issues, numerous health issues such as depression. So we need to make use the opportunity to live in IIUM community by devote our time to friend and socialize. And by doing that, we also can feel the joy of friendship, acceptance, and the sense of belonging. Next, sleep well. So we know in our home or at our home or at high school, we always have parent and warden to make sure we have enough sleep. So in IIUM, we need to manage our time properly so we have enough sleep because sleep is important. Uh, so our body will be able to renew its resources and functions properly on both mental and physical level. For example, sleep can regulate the production of various chemicals in our brain that can highly affect our mood and emotional state.
So that all from us. Thank you.